we are starting. Please be seated. We are starting.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to all the parents here. I'm Kajal, your moderator for today. And on behalf of Kids Fitness, I would like to welcome you all to this very amazing, very good sessions on kids fitness. And so as you all are here today, I am assuming that by now you must be familiar with this very sensitive issue and what we would be discussing today. And for others who are still confused what we would be doing, so in these awareness sessions, we would be talking about 360-degree development of our kids. So be it their mental health, be it their physical health, be it their overall social behavior or their overall growth. And for this purpose, we would be getting child psychologist, we would be getting nutritionists, dietitians, yoga trainers, fitness trainers, and doctors on board, so that anything later on, whenever you think that you need some, you're going through some issues regarding your kids, we are always here to support you and help you with this initiative. At the same time, right now during this pandemic, our utmost priority right now is how to take care of your kids wellness, how you want to go about their immunity, their behavior. So everything has taken a back seat. Only thing which comes in our mind these days is how well we need to build our immunities, how well we need to keep our kids safe. So for that matter, we have tried to all the kids are in their houses right now, so we would want to capture their reactions, how they would be going. There is a video for you all so that you can see what our little ones are thinking about their mental health, about their physical growth.
The COVID pandemic has changed my life to some extent. I am stuck in my house like others during lockdown.
Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. From lifestyle changes to better eating habits, drinking kadha, from more time outdoors to indoors.
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you my changes in COVID-19. We go school but we not go school because this is Corona time.
We never imagined that we would be stuck in our homes for so long.
I am spending my time during lockdown by studying online, reading and also drawing.
Earlier I went to park, but now I don't. Instead I play indoor games.
Everything has changed. With schools being closed, lessons are being held remotely, all sports, school activities have been cancelled, and now everything is online.
First I went to school, but now I don't. Instead I do online classes.
However, this time had given me an opportunity to learn a lot.
In this lockdown, I try to keep myself motivated and engaged.
I learned many things. I learned how to make dough from my dadi. I learned how to dance with my brother and many more.
Or I have learned how to bake cakes and make lemonade.
I also learned how to make dough from my dadi.
Throughout the pandemic, we have seen both benefits and drawbacks of being coped up with the family for long periods of time.
I had time with my family and I could talk to them much more. But in this pandemic, I really miss my friends, teachers and going outside.
We spend more time with our families now, watching movies, learning new things from our grandparents, doing physical exercises together, and of course, playing board games like Ludo and much more.
Now I do yoga with my dadi.
I take care of my body by doing aerobics and having more and more protein to build my immune system.
I spend more time with my family. And now I see TV, movies with my family.
Despite these concerns and difficulties faced throughout the pandemic, it is very important for all of us to stay positive and win this fight against COVID 19. Stay safe, stay healthy.
But we all will fight this coronavirus
And
soon.
sanitizing your hands and washing your hands. I wish that coronavirus ends very soon. Stay home, stay safe.
Stay safe in this coronavirus pandemic. Thank you and bye.
No go out and sit in home. Please, thank you.
So it's always a delight to watch our little ones. So right now in COVID-19, the utmost priority is to build how to build their immunity. So we have seen medical fraternity, be it doctors or the frontline workers, they have taken a step ahead, and it's whatever they are doing, it's really appreciable. But at the end, what we need to do is build our immunity and our kids' immunity at the same time. And how do we do that? And that is the topic today, how to build our kids' immunity that against COVID-19. So for this, we have got on board today nutritionist Seema Malik, who is with us to discuss how we can build our kids' immunity. Welcome, dietitian Seema. Mrs. Malik, please unmute.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome, dietitian Seema. We welcome you on board and we are glad to have you for this initiative. Can you please introduce yourself to our parents?
Thank you so much, Kajal. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm dietitian Seema Malik, a clinical nutritionist, a metabolic balance expert, and a diabetes educator.
So, dietitian Seema, I would like to know, we keep talking about immunity बढ़ाओ, immunity बढ़ाओ. कैसे बढ़ाएं immunity इस time पे?
Kajal, you'll be surprised to know the most found word on Google in last year has been immunity. And you know what exactly immunity is? Good immunity definitely will work as a prevention, but I'll tell you, it will even in case you get infected. Good immunity will help you to recover faster, and definitely your body will be less impacted. In case you have poor nutrition or poor immunity, then definitely you'll have a stronger effect of COVID and a better immunity. So you'll have definitely lesser impact and you will recover faster.
That's right, dietitian Seema. But when we say कि, how do we cover our kids? Basically, right now, if we talk about okay, this have a nutritious food. सुबह उठते ही हम शुरू हो जाते हैं बच्चों को ये मत खाओ वो मत खाओ. So how do we basically cover our kids? What is the right nutrition?
Yeah, see, we all are listening nowadays that third wave will be very soon. And once the third wave comes, the people who will be generally infected will be maybe our kids or teenagers. That's primarily because they are not got vaccinated. Maybe if they get vaccinated, then definitely impact will be less. So the need of the hour is nutrition. Now the point is how to build up this nutrition. Because when we talk about nutrition, it is not only that we are just talking about their physical health. Nutrition means their cognitive development also. So definitely if they are well fed, they are well nourished, their cognitive development will be good, their concentration will improve, their memory will improve, and definitely children will be more happy. And as parents, when child is happy, we are automatically happy.
Absolutely. That's a very nice point, dietitian Seema. However, I would want to know if we say, see, these days we are popping up, kabhi zinc खा रहे हैं, kabhi vitamin C खा रहे हैं. So what do you have to say about this vitamin C fad?
Kajal, I can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
Still can't hear you.
Miss, yeah, dietitian Seema, can you hear me?
No, you're not audible.
Now?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So these days we are learning about a new fad called vitamin C. कभी हम zinc pills खा रहे हैं, कभी हम vitamin C खा रहे हैं. So how relatable is this for you? Can you unmute?
I'm so sorry. See, I'll tell you, when we think about vitamin C, why only think about supplements? We are basically falling in the gimmicks of these all branded companies. See, this is the time they also like to build up on this. And vitamin C, you even get it in your, what do you call, amla is there. But you'll get even vitamin C in lemon. So nimbu pani you can give your kids. You can even give them amla juice. You know what happens when we think about nimbu pani, we concentrate only on sugar. कि my God, इसमें चीनी बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. So chini is one part. But apart from sugars, another important thing is you are giving them natural form of vitamin C. So give them a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, even the fruits which have high water content. They are really good for children. Like you can give them melons, you can even give them all these berries. Nowadays, you can get strawberries, and in Delhi, you can get everything if you want. Blueberries are available, everything is available on the shelf. So instead of going for these artificial sources like supplements, why not go for the natural forms?
So what
And
do you
definitely,
think about fresh
natural
fruits?
forms will definitely help more than the artificial ones.
Absolutely. So, dietitian Seema, what do you think? Is giving your kids the fresh fruit juices is an option, or is we should give them the direct fruits itself?
Yeah, sorry, there's some issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking. So is it better to give your kids fresh fruit juices, or we should always go for giving them एक एप्पल दे दिया या एक ऑरेंज दे दिया, उससे बेटर फ्रेश फ्रूट्स देना गुड है कि फ्रेश जूसेस निकालना?
Yeah, please once again.
Okay, so I'm repeating. Is it good to give your kids fresh fruit juices, or you should always go for whole fruits to them?
See, fresh fruit juices once in a while, it's okay. But if you want to give them on a regular basis, one needs to keep a check. I'll give you an example. When you give them a glass of juice, there are definitely you're using 2 to 3 oranges in this, and definitely all the fiber is gone. You are just concentrating on the juice, but what about the fiber?
Absolutely.
Fine.
Yeah.
So in that case, I suggest juices can be given once in a while, but on a regular basis, give them a natural fruit. Because when they have a fruit, firstly, they will chew well. If they chew well, their digestion will be better. You know, half the issues of constipation are because of not chewing well.
That's a very
Though
valid
people
point.
say you need to chew for 30 times, which is not practical.
Yeah.
So maybe we can chew for 10 times or maybe 8 times. So when the child has a fruit, he'll get a fiber also, and definitely nutrition to hai.
Absolutely. I think that's a very valid point, dietitian Seema. Another thing, this is my personal question. So I have a 5-year-old at home. So शाम के 4 बजते ही ऐसा है कि मुझे टेंशन होती है कि अब क्वेश्चन आएगा, भूख लगी है. So what is your idea कि nutritious food भी मिल जाए बच्चों को, and I don't have to worry about, for that matter, all mothers, कि कैसे उनको अच्छा nutritious food देंगे?
I think we missed connection. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There's some issue. I can't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Dietitian Seema, am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible now?
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
But when you speak, there's some issue that it goes mute.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Dietitian Seema? Now, is the voice clear?
Yeah, please. Can you unmute yourself?
I think there is some technical issue. Dietitian Seema, I request you to please log off and log in again. Can you please log off and log in again? Rejoin, please. Yes. Is the voice audible now, Dietitian Seema? Can you hear me? Is there a still issue with the voice?
Yeah, Kajal?
Dietitian Seema, please unmute.
Hi, Kajal.
Am I audible now? Dietitian Seema, please unmute. Please unmute. Should we start?
Hi, Kajal.
Hi, Dietitian Seema, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. There was some technical glitch.
No issues, no issues. So,
Yeah. Please tell me, where were we? What were we discussing?
yes. So I think last we discussed about if we should give our kids fresh fruit juice or not.
Yeah. See, I'll tell you, as I was telling you, when we make a fresh juice, so in that case, we put 3 to 4 oranges and all the fiber is flushed out. We are only concentrating on the nutrients from the juice. But what about the fiber?
That's right.
So in that case, maybe once a week or once in 10 days, you can give them a fruit juice.
Mhm.
Otherwise, let them have a fruit. You know what happens when the child takes a bite of a fruit, apart from the taste and the nutritive value which the body will get, even our gut bacteria starts getting better. There is a gut bacteria which is called a good bacteria, which helps you to fight with all the infections. So by chewing of foods, we help to build up that gut bacteria. Because you must have heard in the childhood, mom saying gut feeling, I am getting my gut feeling. So basically, it talks about your gut health. So apart from normal nutrition, we need to concentrate also on the gut health.
That's a very good point, Dietitian Seema. Another question what I want to ask is, that's my personal question actually, what I face every day. So I have a 5-year-old at home. So once the clock start ticking 4 p.m., 5 p.m, मुझे पता है मेरे बेटे ने आके मुझसे पूछना है कुछ खाने को दे दो. So at that time, I think it's not only about me, it's about other mothers also. They feel anxious कि खाना nutritious भी होना चाहिए, at the same time variety भी चाहिए. So if you can let us know ki, what all options do we have for giving our kids nutritious food?
Yeah, as mother, this is a very important issue because half the evening goes in deciding what to eat.
Absolutely, yeah.
And in this pandemic times, the only relaxation for even for elders or for kids, all family members, is food. You can't go out, you're all stuck inside. The only change is good food and colorful food. Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So in that case, I'm sure we like to try new things and serve a lot of new things to our kids. So there's a very important thing we need to know. What happens, we generally making a nice, sumptuous, we are making them a lovely, healthy food. उसके साथ हम एक पेप्सी की उनको बॉटल दे देते हैं या जूस की दे देते हैं कि चलो बच्चे का मूड ठीक हो जाएगा. You know, thinking that will help the child, and we think we are balancing out. One side, I'm giving him an unhealthy cold drink. On the other side, I'm giving him a very healthy, nutritious food.
So if not these drinks, dietitian Seema, then what else?
Yeah. Firstly, I'll tell you why not to give a cold drink with this food. What happens? You are even stopping the absorption of good nutrients, which you will be getting from a healthy food.
Okay.
इससे better है एक time सारा unhealthy खा लो.
Achha, okay.
Instead of going for healthy and unhealthy, why not have the complete unhealthy? So the guilt is also not there, and you can enjoy your meal.
That's quite a valid thing, dietitian Seema. Another thing, what do you think about these sauces which we use these days to prepare our foods?
Yeah. See, Kajal, I'll tell you, once this pandemic is over, the another major issues, what we will see is obesity in kids. Because staying at home, there's no physical activity. And in one house, if the father is also doing online work, the mother is also doing, the child is also doing, there is hardly any space to move around. So obesity, overweight will be another issue. And obesity and overweight just only doesn't come that I'm giving them healthy food, so obesity nahi hogi. But क्या होता है कि all these sauces, especially soya sauce, fish sauce, all these sauces are very high in sodium.
Oh, really?
Yes. And tomato ketchup, which you don't realize.
Okay.
You just give them tomato ketchup. They ask for something, come, bring the bottle of sauce and let them have with his cutlets. Isn't it? So what happens when they are having extra sodium? Definitely, it will act as a blocker and it will not allow the absorption in the body to happen. उससे आगे जाके water retention हो जाता है. Water retention से फिर obesity हो जाती है. So not only is the healthy food, even what we are giving, especially these side dishes, are also create problem. You know, if you want to give your child, when the child is small, you can even give them some murabba, amle ka murabba, because when you are prepared at home, there's no preservative.
Yeah.
It's all made by you or your dadi or nani, whosoever is staying with you. And it is also giving the child healthy nutrients and also building up on their gut bacteria.
These are very creative ideas what you're giving, dietitian Seema. So I think we have started getting questions from the parents now. I would request other parents also, please go in the question section and please put in your question. I'm taking the first question from the parent here. This is from Anjali, one of our attendees. She writes, I'm facing challenges in shifting my 8-year-old son's taste to green vegetables or less oily food. Any tips on changing his persistence with new food?
Yeah, see, change is difficult. When initially the pandemic happened, we were also so worried कि क्या होगा, कैसे चलेगा. But last year it was worse. This year it's a shade better. We know how to stay at home.
That's right.
Isn't it? So
Yeah.
Change always takes time. Firstly, the important thing is don't start introducing 4-5 things at one time. Because we suddenly hear, and especially these WhatsApp groups are full of so much of information. One of your friend will say, please I give my son this. Other one will say, मैं अपनी बेटी को ये देती हूँ. So we see कि ये सब मैं अपनी बेटी को या बेटे को आज ही दे दूँ. Isn't it? So let's slowly introduce. Maybe you can make it like a activity at home.
Okay.
Ki whatever is made, everybody will have a bite. One thing is this. Second thing important is this, like when you start a new food, always start with something tasty along with it. So that the child will concentrate on tasty, and by making little bit of face, you might be able to give him 1 or 2 spoons of the other food which you think is nutritious, and the child doesn't like maybe the look, or you can say the smell. It can be anything which the child is not liking about food.
Thank you for the ideas, dietitian Seema. Another thing what I would like to emphasize on, आप कोई भी channel change कर रहे हो आजकल, some kids product will pop up. किसी और channel पे जाओ, some other kids product. So what do you think about these immunity boosters? What very often we see it on the television.
Yeah, and see, as parents, as the most worry is ki my child should be okay. And in the second wave, things were really bad. A lot of families got badly infected. and there many people lost their near and dear ones, isn't it? So
Yeah.
in that case, what I understand is that immunity is something which is with you once you are born. It's called innate immunity. And with your lifestyle, you are either building up or you are reducing the immunity.
Absolutely.
So these all, whatever available in the market, my suggestion is just give them balanced homemade food.
Okay.
Yeah, give them 2 fruits in a day. Maybe 1 seasonal fruit you can give them. Like the mangoes are there. You can
Right.
make lovely mangoes. You can give them. You can give them mango shake. You can give them mango smoothies people make nowadays. You can even make Shrikhand children like. Because see, children like to have something sweet also.
That's right.
So in that case, I suggest we should try as much as possible not give the supplements. The best way to know is which supplement is required. Maybe a pediatrician will be able to take from an authentic source.
That's right. Yeah.
So maybe a pediatrician can tell you, or if some other doctor, in case your child has some deficiency, it could be an iron deficiency or vitamin D3 deficiency, sorry. So in that case, the supplement suggested by the doctor will be the best choice.
Okay, that's quite a valid point, dietitian Seema. I come across, there's another word which is popping up on social media these days. What is this antiviral food? Can you please tell me? I'm really curious to know ये क्या नया word है antiviral food?
Yeah, see, antiviral food. You're just talking about antiviral food. I have heard antiviral clothes.
What are you saying?
Really? I get emails all the time. Ma'am, can you give an input on antiviral clothes or maybe even antiviral cosmetics?
That's really strange what we see on social media these days.
Yeah. So in that case, there is no such food which is antiviral. In fact, good food is antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. So that way, a healthy food, if you take, it covers all the aspect.
Okay.
A very important thing I would like to add here is, you see, how can we as parents, apart from food, build up on a child's immunity? So in that case, the most important thing is water. Children generally miss out on water. They don't realize that they have to have water.
That's right. I think I also don't think about. मैं बाकी सारी चीजों पे ध्यान दूंगी पर ये नहीं बोलूंगी Auguste, go have a glass of water. I really miss out on all these things.
Yeah, so we parent, it is our responsibility to keep a track of a child's water. And now how do we do it?
Yeah.
Because you call him and give him a glass, the minute the child sees the glass, and especially in colorless glass.
Yes.
If you put some liquid, some tasty color, he'll come running and they'll find there's an interesting drink waiting. But the look of colorless glass only, they puts them off.
Absolutely.
So in that case, maybe when the child is getting up in the morning, when you go to wake up your child, carry a glass of water with you. Initially, he'll have 1 sip, 2 sips, but slowly, if every day you wake him up with a glass of water, he will develop the habit.
This is very good idea. I am going to do this starting tomorrow.
Yeah, and one more important thing, how the mother can know that my child has got poor water intake, he's dehydrated, his urine color will be dark.
Okay.
The darker the urine color, that means there's less water intake.
Okay.
So as mothers, because we are around the children, so it'll be easy for us to notice all these things.
All right. Okay.
And the second important thing is sleep. The child who is not slept well or who is woke up before maybe at 6 in the morning, he slept at 1, just had 4 hours of sleep. In that case, that child will be always irritable firstly. His resistance will go down and he'll fall sick sooner.
Okay.
So try maintaining a routine, because in pandemic, there's no routine.
There's no routine actually.
When they were going to school, we ensure that they sleep by 9, whatever we do, ki inko sula do. Isn't it? But
that's
now,
right. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. So we have to still think they have to go to school, though it's an online school.
Yeah.
So in that case, they need to sleep on time, because if they sleep well, water and sleep is 2 important things. The third thing I like to speak about is breathing exercises.
Okay.
You must have seen in this COVID times, which body organ gets affected is your lungs. because COVID attacks the lungs.
Lungs.
So in that case, we need to do some deep breathing exercises. If the child is 8 years and old, you can tell him, come, we'll sit together and we'll do deep breathing. That's still possible. But a 4 years old, you can't tell him, please come and do some deep breathing.
Yeah, they are itself bossy enough to tell us that we don't want to do that.
So maybe in that case, you can do it in the form of activity.
Okay.
Okay, let's sit together and let me see who takes deep breathing 4 times. Whosoever wins, we can just say ki, maybe if you're divided work at home, so you can tell him ki, that work you will not do because you're a winner. Don't bribe them with food.
Okay.
Ki, you're teaching deep breathing, but you're giving him an healthy burger or a
option. Yes.
So you're basically nullifying the effect of breathing.
Got you. I think these are few things which I'm actually very good to learn and practice every day as parents. So we have another query, dietitian Seema, from one of the viewers.
Yeah,
So,
please.
my 10-year-old daughter is allergic to cold and she usually caught it even when she's at home during the lockdown. Is she more prone towards getting COVID due to this allergy? And is there any diet or eatable which can build her immunity against it?
Yeah, see, first we have to identify the reason why she's getting so much of cold. It could be that because nowadays the summer is there, children are inside the AC, then they're coming out, the room is warm. Maybe that is causing them so much of cough and cold. Or maybe the child is not eating ice. Nowadays, children also, they enjoy that cool feeling. They'll open the fridge, they take out a piece of ice and they'll have that.
Yeah.
This is one few things. So you need to first see that. And it is not important if the child is getting cough and cold, he will get infected by COVID.
Okay.
Please work on his vitamin C. Give him lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Give him a lot of mango. But when you give mango, don't give with the ice cream.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can give a mango shake. Or maybe if you want to give them with the ice cream, a small scoop of ice cream and more of a mango.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I hope the parents are making note of all these solutions. And another one point I would like to touch base on, a very common issue these days, is improper appetite. So, थोड़ा खाना खाएंगे, अब भूख नहीं लग रही, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद again half an hour मुझे भूख लग रही है. So how do you deal with this?
Yeah, poor appetite, which is generally we say. So poor appetite may definitely just check your child is not constipated. He's not having this constipation issues, or maybe is there that he's not sleeping well. This could be few things, or maybe there is something which is bothering him. See that, when we as parents sit and discuss in the drawing room about COVID, it definitely either builds up, decreases or increases the child's anxiety. And we do tend to forget because we get involved in other things, where it keeps playing on the child's mind.
Okay.
So these things are also these are all adding factors which needs to be checked. And in case you feel the child's appetite is low, maybe you can give him something for his stomach cleaning. Maybe a stomach cleanser you can give him for one day and see.
Okay.
Is he passing his stools properly? If you feel yes, if that part is all okay, then maybe you have to make food more interesting.
All right. So if we have to list down few food items, जो कि with every morning we as parents don't have to worry कि अच्छा आज तो ये खिला सकते हैं या ये नहीं, अच्छा आज ये घर पे नहीं है. So in that case, any good food items which you can list down, जो कि we as parents can put it in our daily routine, in the kids' daily routine.
Yeah, in that case, the first important thing is we need to consider is protein in each meal.
Okay.
This is the first thumb rule. Whichever meal you prepare, please have a look in the child's plate. Is there a protein? And when I talk about proteins, I can just discuss the options. Okay. So when we come to a vegetarian option, we have milk, we have soya milk, we have almond milk. Almonds are also protein.
Okay.
Yeah, and then your paneer is there, dals are there, sprouts are there, tofu is there, paneer is there, paneer as I told you. These are all vegetarian options of proteins. And when it comes to a non-vegetarian, there is a huge list. They have chicken is there, they have fish is there, mutton is there, eggs definitely are there.
Right.
So just ensure every meal should have a protein. I'll give you an example. It'll be easier for you to understand.
Yeah.
See, when the child is having maybe a Maggie,
Hmm.
okay? Because once in a while we also like, because the smell of Maggie is something one really likes to eat once in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So in that case, when you are making a Maggie, you're concentrating on vegetables. Yes, I'm making colorful, adding all vegetables. Please add a protein. Maybe you can add some chunks of paneer.
Okay,
Or
with
the
the
children.
Maggie.
Yeah. And then maybe if the child likes chicken, you can just boil the chicken, shred the chicken and add chicken cubes in it. Or if the child likes tofu, you can add some tofu.
Okay.
And this is one option. Second option is like when you're making vegetable oats.
Okay.
Because the look of oats only the child will not eat.
I know he'll run away. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, maybe you can just take a Maggi magic masala ka pouch and just spray that. Dry herbs is never a problem.
Oh, okay.
The problem comes when you add these sauces, as we discussed earlier.
Okay. And another thing, dietitian Seema, I want to know, how important is milk in our kids' routine? Abhi, as we see that all adults are going vegan, so do you think we need to, enforce this on our kids so that the next generation goes vegan, or what? How do you want to explain this?
Yeah, see, when we were kids, that time the lifestyle was different. Nowadays, if you really see the child in a day, maybe if I'm talking about the child who's 10 years old, his maximum movement in his house is from bed to the washroom, from washroom to the dining table, or on his bed, or maybe a study table if he's taking a classes. So hardly the child is moving around in the house. And nowadays, all milk is injected by hormones.
See,
For
that's
higher
more
production,
scary.
for higher production, they are definitely doing this. So you are not getting the actual value of milk. Especially young girls who are just able to attain puberty. In their case, the mothers should give them less milk. Okay. And you'll be surprised to know milk in Indians is one of the major reasons of weight gain. Even you can try with your child. Like your son is still old, he's just 4 years.
5
so in
years,
that case, you can still give him a glass of milk. But after the age of 8, milk actually doesn't help. Okay. Use other sources of protein.
Yeah, can you give us an alternative? What we can give them instead of milk?
Yeah, firstly, if you can give them buttermilk. Okay. If they like buttermilk, or maybe you can give them coconut water.
Okay.
Or even you can make homemade almond milk.
All right.
It's very simple. There's nothing in it. You just need to soak around 20 almonds in the night. And in the morning, then you can just grind them with some water.
Okay.
And just almond milk is ready. Don't add normal milk to almond milk. Just add water.
Okay.
So that is how then it will help.
So are there any other food items which you would want to list down as a big no-no for the kids? You know, any items which are fad these days, and you as a nutritionist, you come across parents coming in, अच्छा बस यही खाना खाते हैं और कुछ तो खाते नहीं हैं. So are there any food items which you want to say no to the kids?
Yeah, there's nothing like no. But the main thing is we should always go less on carbs.
Okay.
Because if we calculate the day's carbs, they are pretty heavy. If the child gets up in the morning, you give him a biscuit with a cup of milk. Biscuit is a carb. Then maybe you give him a breakfast, maybe whatever, sandwich or something, it's a carb. Okay. Along with that, you're giving him a fruit is a carb. Fruit also ultimately gets into carb in the body. Okay. Then it is your lunch, chapati is a carb, rice is a carb. Evening with some snack you are making, it's a carb. So you unknowingly, you are giving 5 to 6 servings of carbs and very less of other nutrients. So we need to maintain a balance. We need to, if you want to give carbs, you can give, there's no harm. But along with, only stress should not be on carb. When you're making a sandwich, maybe you can put some paneer, you can put some vegetables, then you can make a sandwich. Okay. Just giving him bread on gas with butter and all will actually not help.
All right. So, so dietitian Seema, my another question would be, when you come across parents who are very anxious, this is the time, because as you said that kids are not getting vaccinated. So अगर इस 2-3 महीने के gap में, or maybe another 6 months or 8 months till the time we are prepared that they will not go to school, how आप घर में उनके लिए ऐसा क्या कर सकते हैं कि हम उनको, you know, we are not enforcing things on them and immediately we know अच्छा ठीक है ये खाना देंगे immunity build हो जाएगी. So are there any other things like that?
See, in that case, we need to first involve the child at home. Whenever you, because nowadays everything is online, you order things, vegetables online. So make your child sit with you. Come, let's together make a list.
Okay.
You tell me which color vegetable you want, because such a small child of 4 years and 5 years can't write.
Right.
He can easily write on a tab, but maybe on a with a pencil it will not be possible in this era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So maybe you can involve the child in making the list. Ask him which vegetables colorful. Maybe with the color he might get attracted. He can do that. First thing is there. Secondly, all meals should have protein, carbs, vegetables, and fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, all 5 my major groups hote hain. So when I talk about carbs, then that should be a chapati, or there should be a rice. When I talk about protein, then can be a dal, paneer, egg, anything will work. Any seasonal vegetable which is available. And thirdly, whichever seasonal fruit is there.
Since you just mentioned seasonal vegetables, वो तो हरा रंग देखते ही भागते हैं. उसमें क्या डालें अब हम?
So usme you can do one thing is ki you have to hide the vegetable in food.
That's where the point is. So how do we do that?
Yeah, so maybe you can make a palak ka puri, and don't worry about oils. Oils are never bad.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are scared ki tel zyada chala jayega, puri banayenge to tel. No, oils are not bad. Bad are trans fats which you get in the market food. Okay. Because you know what? They are reusing the oil. We ensure ki we are buying a healthy oil, we are buying a olive oil, we are buying mustard oil, we are buying a pure ghee. So we are careful about what oils we are buying. Whereas in the market, they are reusing the oil. Ek bar usme fry kiya, second time other customer came, they'll again use the same oil.
That's right.
So it gets oxidized and then it's harmful.
Okay. And another thing, when you talk about trans food जो बाहर के खाने में है, वो हम options, how do we make those food at home so that they also enjoy और उनका junk food भी हो जाए?
Yeah, once in a while you can eat from outside, because you know it's a human tendency. The more you will resist, they'll more like to have.
That's right. Yeah.
Isn't it? Tomorrow they'll not have, in pandemic they have no option, they're not venturing out. But the minute they start going out, they'll start buying things on their own. They might hide in their school bags. You know, because they know once they come home, my mother will say, no, don't have this, no, don't have this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so once in a, maybe you can keep every Sunday, mom also wants a rest, the kitchen needs to be closed. Today we'll order something from outside.
Right.
But once a week means once a week.
Once a week, absolutely. So I'll just share one personal experience. So I went to supermarket and there I saw wheat noodles. अब ये wheat noodles तो हैं, एक तरफ I'm getting attracted कि चलो मैदा नहीं खिलाएंगे. But are these wheat noodles also an healthier option, or it's just that कि they're becoming market है, नया product तो आएगा ही आएगा. So what do you think about that?
See, ultimately see in the day how many carbs you are giving.
Okay.
You have to just concentrate on that.
Okay.
I am not, in the name of wheat noodles, I hope I'm not giving him in the evening snack a big bowl of noodles. And a very common mistake we as parents are doing nowadays. When we were small, especially my grandmother used to tell me, you cannot leave the table if you've not finished your food. Entire plate has to be clean. The clean plate policy was there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But you know, now things have changed. It's better for the food to get wasted in the plate rather than get wasted in the stomach. Because whatever your body needs as nutrition, body will keep, rest will all get converted into fat.
Oh, that's a very scary thing what you're just telling.
Yeah. So we should not go into the clean plate policy, number one. And secondly, what happens is when we force a child, you finish this food, the child portion size increases.
Okay. Okay.
The child is eating healthy food, but his portions might be more. He might be having a huge bowl of rice, a huge bowl of rajma.
Okay.
So that portion size also needs to keep a check, because there is no activity at all.
No activity, absolutely. So, what do you suggest, dietitian Seema? What oil we should be using to cook our kids' meals? So, do you go for
Yeah, Ani, please, you're saying something?
So, do you think mustard oil, coconut oil, cold pressed, different oils? So, what is your suggestion? What?
Yeah.
So that
Firstly, pure ghee you should take.
Okay.
Everybody should have, if you are suppose 4 family members, so maybe 10 ml per person. So in the whole day, if common cooking is happening, 4 people, so 10 into 4 makes it 40 ml. So 40 ml pure ghee you can easily take. And you can max go up to 60 ml for 4 people. So per person, 15 ml is a max when it comes to pure ghee. And then definitely mustard oil.
Okay.
Mustard oil and olive oil come in the same category.
Okay. So I think number one priority should be ghee.
Yeah, but the ghee should not go beyond 15 ml.
15 ml. Understood. Okay.
And see, since India, there is a lot of mustard available. So we have mustard oil. Whereas in this place, France and all, there's more olives available. That's why they have more of olive oil. Okay. So either mustard or olive oil, any oil you can use.
Okay.
Coconut oil is also good, you can use, not a problem. Only these refined oils, like vegetable oils. When I talk about sunflower, safflower, soya bean oil, these should be taken very less.
Okay. All right. So dietitian Seema, we have another question from one of the parents here. I think she has a major problem. Her child has built up the constipation issue. So she needs to know what different kind of foods can help relieve from this issue.
Yeah. So regarding constipation, firstly, please check you're not giving him too many salads. Because too much of fiber and less of water also causes constipation.
Okay.
So I can tell you a few small remedies which will be helpful. Maybe she can soak around 7 to 8 kishmish at night, and morning you can give it to your child. And secondly, plums, prunes, kishmish, they come under the same family.
Yeah.
So maybe once a day, please give them any one of these.
Okay.
Either give them 2-3 plums, or maybe 2-3 prunes at night.
Okay.
Because prunes, they like it also. They've got a slight sweet tinge. And or you can soak raisins at night, or morning mein unko wo bhi de sakte ho.
Okay.
This will definitely help in constipation.
All right.
And don't give them less oil, even when we restrict our oil. But we have lots of fiber in the form of salads or vegetables. Then also a child gets constipated.
Okay. Sure. So anything apart from these, solutions, what you have given, you would like to, enlighten our parents that ye karo during this pandemic, don't be anxious, because right now what they're worried about is कि जब तक vaccination नहीं है, इनको घर पे ही रखना है. Even the parks are closed, everything is closed. So just to bring down their anxiety, any solutions apart from these, what we have discussed, you would like to share with the parents?
Yeah, definitely. I would tell the parents ki just take it each day as it comes. Because we are not prepared for the second wave.
Yeah.
But it did come and it had to come. Yes. Similarly, if third phase has to come, it will come. So please be with your children. And especially we should try to be with our child, especially when he's about to sleep. Or even once he finishes his class. Okay. Because that time child has a lot of information to share.
Okay.
Once after he's busy playing with his games, or maybe he's watching something on iPad, so child will not even hear what you are saying, or even won't able to give you all the information. The best time for the mom is when the child is about to sleep.
Okay.
Go and lie down next to your child, speak to your child, and maybe that time you will be able to actually connect with your child. Give him a nutritious food. Don't say no all the time.
Okay.
We have to keep the communication doors open.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you so much for your insights, dietitian Seema. I think I would like to thank the parents here who have joined for this session, and for your valuable insights, what you've given for the kids. And thank you for coming on this for this show, and taking this initiative as your own thing. And I would really like to thank you for your valuable time. Thank you so much, Dietitian Seema.
Thank you so much, Kajal. It was my pleasure too.
Thank you.